So let's start off with what is a smart contract audit?
In simple words, what is smart contract audit? Just imagine that the code is basically a text, right? And you're writing, for example, I don't know, the term work or essay, right? You're just compiling a text on the paper. Then you're making the review of your text and you're passing it for external review, for example, to your mentor, teacher, professor, whatsoever. So basically, we are those professors who are like a third party reviewer, right? Like if you're a developer, I highly assume that you test the code base. Like, for example, you're writing the code, you're writing the smart contract. Basically, like from the best practice, you must test it. Like test always a must. You're testing your code, you're checking how it operates, if no typos, no security vulnerabilities in the code, right? And then like you're creating pull requests in your repository and you're passing it to your fellow auditor. But fellow auditor is working on the same project. And here's wrong, because if you're working on the same project, you're looking from the same perspective, right? Like you are working on it for quite a long time. And most likely it will happen that you will miss something. Like it's just a human error.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's exactly right. You get sort of jaded to what's happening. You see the same thing over and over, and you just don't see the wood for the trees.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're looking at the same, on the same stuff, on the same codes, like for over weeks, like definitely you'll miss something. Like that's how our brain works. It's nothing special. And if we are just getting back to my example with the term work or an essay, right? You're just passing your work to your fellow body. And for fellow body, he's checking something, he's giving his feedback, but overall, you'll get always positive feedback. Like you'll merge the code, he'll give the approval. Like you're my body, your code is always the best, everything's secure, everything's perfect. You're just a writer, right? But if you're passing this essay for a third party, like who will be, in our case, for example, professor. So the professor is reading from the different aspect, right? From different perspective. And he can give you more, I would say, more fair feedback, right? Because he's not like deeply involved in your project. He's just looking at it on the high level first, then he's going deeper. And that's exactly when you are revealing, I would say, plenty of mistakes and underwater stones, like when you're just being a third party. And one more point, like what is smart contract audit? Basically, that's the certification that your code base is safe and people can use it. Like whoever you are, the investor, stakeholder, just a simple user, or even the development team or project manager who is heading towards the huge release of the MVP or like whatever launch it is. So basically, it's kind of certification of truth, of correctness, and of security. Like I would say 3 piles as such.